And boom, the show is live. I am John Beatty, your artist in residence, and my guest host is
Ron
Ron. Say
Wentz.
hello.
Yes. Hello. Here to moderate.
And I am doing the companion sketch cover to the Captain America that I did the other night. So if you did not see me do this one and you're interested in seeing the process, it's up on YouTube. It's the video that's going to be just before this one. Please feel free to check it out. So without further ado, I am going to get going on this bad boy because the person that commissioned it is picking it up along with the cap and a couple of other ones tomorrow.
Well, Lloyd's in the room. He says, hello, good sir.
Hello, Lloyd. Welcome to the Dad Rap Free Zone. I don't think I have rights to play that song, but I think once a night is more than enough.
I think you could get rights pretty darn easy.
I probably could, but it's not my dad rap. I mean, it's not my me. I don't mind the song as much as Lloyd, but I could probably do my own.
Well, I know a guy that can help you do your own.
I do too. I do too. All right, so we're working in on these eyes. I can't wait to get to the blacks on this already because it's going to look like a very odd drawing the way I have it mapped out. But fear not. I think that must have been, yes, YouTube and StreamYard are letting me know that I'm live. I think it's YouTube that actually sends that out via the StreamYard connection.
So, do you know the real name of the Red Skull?
No, I don't.
Johann Schmidt.
Wow. His name is my name too. No, that's the wrong song. That's John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is your name too, Ron.
Yep. So, who created the Red Skull?
Well, I would have to say it was Simon and Kirby.
Yep.
Since they created Captain America. Although I do believe Stan Lee did take credit at one point. But Captain America was not originally a Marvel character. But let's let bygones be bygones, right?
Yep. Now, did you know that he had a daughter?
Stan?
No.
Jack?
Skull.
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about creators. No, I did not. Was she the Hydra agent that Jim Steranko drew so well?
I don't know. Cynthia Sin Schmidt. Let's see who drew her first.
Where are you finding this information?
The World Wide Web, sir.
He means Google.
Yes, Google.
It may as well just be Google, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
no longer the internet.
Google yeah, it's Google.
Google. Daughter of Red Skull seeking a male heir. The Red Skull fathered a daughter with a washerwoman. The woman died in childbirth. Then Red Skull almost killed the child, angry that it was a girl and not the boy he expected.
Wow. What storyline was that in? That's that's pretty.
One of his followers, Susan Scarborough, convinced him not to, telling him she would raise the girl herself as the nanny. The Skull agreed and left the girl, now named Cynthia, to be raised by Scarborough, who indoctrinated her with the Skull's views as she grew up. The Skull returned when Cynthia was a child and put her in a special machine that accelerated her aging process until she was an adult and gave her superhuman powers.
I knew none of that. What year was that storyline? Was that could not have been Kirby and Simon, was it? I mean, it could have been, but
Creators Tomatis and Friends.
oh, okay. DeMattis.
First appearance 290. Captain America 290.
Wow.
February 84.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't remember what issues I inked over Paul Neary when I went back for a little second run on Cap. My run with Zeck started Interiors 265.
Now, did you get over on Comixology and snag any of the Black Panther comics?
I didn't. I was tempted to. The first time I could not find the old Kirby stuff. Then someone put a. Is it still available?
It was as of last night.
See, I would like to get. I think you mentioned like even the first appearance, FF 54, I think,
52.
or 52.
Yeah. So I got them all. It was 273 comics.
When I first heard about it, people were talking about when they tried to check out, it was crashing and stuff.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I'm sure it was at first.
Probably. But yeah, for the Kirby stuff, I just typed Black Panther 1977, I think. 78, something like that. And it showed 15 or 16.
Because
AG is here. Go ahead.
Hey, AG, I had the current stuff in a couple of trades. I mean, the Stelfree stuff. That's what I wanted. I bought those trades at a comic convention. Got a good deal on them from a guy. He had remainders, so.
Lloyd said that the Kirby Museum has a live stream going on YouTube.
They do, and it seems like it's 24/7. It started on his birthday, and it lasted all day, I thought. August 28th, I think, is when it started. Last I saw, it was still kind of going.
So how did you like the movie's portrayal of Red Skull as Hugo Weaving?
Didn't see it. What
Didn't
was
see it
No, I don't even know what it is.
in any of the movies, the Red Skull.
Oh, the character guy that did the acting?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I didn't see enough. Well, wait a minute. I need to rewatch the first Avenger. I've seen it once. I now have Disney Plus. I need to go back and watch that because I'm sure he was in it, correct?
Yeah, he was heavily in that.
So that needs to be, and I've been wanting, as you know, I almost bought the disc, but I don't have a disc player. Well, Jacob's
PS4,
no, Xbox,
Xbox.
because that was the game that would play Roblox, but he never uses it. So I guess I got an expensive disc player if I want it.
You do.
I mean, that thing just literally does not get used. Which is kind of a shame, but, well, Santa has to take a hit every now and again.
Ryan O'Connor. Hi, John. It's been a while. I hope you're well.
Yes, indeed, Ryan. Good to see you in the stream, so to speak.
Lloyd said Captain America is the one to watch for Red Skull in a movie.
That's what I figured. The few other times I saw him must have been like an Infinity War or something.
The End Game, yeah.
Yeah, he was only in there for what, a mere few seconds.
Yeah, 2 minutes maybe tops.
Don't even know if he had a speaking part, did he?
Yes. Yeah. When they were going for the Soul Stone.
He had
and
speaking.
Hawkeye and yeah.
I wonder what some of the people that were in those movies just for that tiny bit got paid. I wonder if it was outrageous or just like a scale thing, like, hey, you're only going to be in for, maybe they get a day rate or something.
Maybe, but he's a pretty big name actor, so I'm sure he was the high end of that day rate. But probably just the love of the character and acting. He was recast because Marvel refused to honor Hugo Weaving's contract, so he decided it wasn't worth it. Oh, so that was a different actor in Endgame? I didn't know that.
He wanted too much money. I want my money you promised me. No, you're too expensive for 20 seconds on digital. Right?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm out.
I'll do it for free.
Yeah, it's like, how do you know Red Skull's not gonna come up in another movie and like the Secret Wars movie? That's got to be coming.
I would hope so. They got a lot of build up to head towards that.
They sure do.
Which they have enough characters to do it.
Yeah, and they got the FF back now, and I think they got all the X-Men.
Yeah.
The Beyonder is just a special effect. Don't have to pay an actor. Well, maybe a voice actor, but that could be a little cheaper than hey, I was just thinking I don't think he's still alive though, but James Earl Jones for the voices the Beyonder.
You
That'd be
know,
kind of fun.
that would be nice. Hello, everybody from the office. This is from Kevin Kaz.
Hello, Dr. Kaz. Hello to everybody from the office. Welcome.
So Ryan said apparently Weaving signed a 4-pick deal originally, and he wanted that pay. Marvel said no, and he was busy doing a play at the time, I think. So he said it wasn't worth leaving the play for.
Well, these days with all the green screen and stuff, I'm surprised most of that stuff just wasn't shot wherever and then morphed into the movie. Did you ever see Sin City, Ron?
Oh, I loved it.
That was all green screened. People were different places and just doing their dialogue, and then it was, as far as I know, composed at the end.
Well, they had me fooled because I did not know that wasn't him.
Well, it's kind of just a mask, isn't
Well, his voice. Now I'll have to go back and actually listen and pay attention to it.
it? I am the second Red Skull, whoever you are.
The Red Pumpkin, AG said.
The Red Pumpkin.
So the actor's name was Ross Murchart or something.
I
He
like
was
that.
in
Or
Walking Dead.
something. It could be anybody.
Yeah.
The actor was Sylvester Stallone.
Well, did you know that he was once buried alive by Magneto,
The Red Skull?
the Red Skull?
I did not. And Magneto unburied him?
I don't know if he unburied him, but it says here that he was once buried alive by Magneto.
Well, it appears the Red Skull might be a little more powerful than it's that cosmic cube.
Yep.
I'm giving the credit to the cosmic cube.
Now, did you ever read any of the X-Men comics?
Oh, when Byrne and Austin and Claremont, that run, yeah. And when Paul Smith was on it, I love Paul Smith's work. And even Silvestri. Somewhere in the Silvestri run, when it transitioned, I either got lost because it got too complicated or boring or repetitive or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't recall it like some things, but yeah, I like the X-Men. And I think that I'm trying to remember. I know Byrne and Austin, then I think after Byrne left, they got Paul Smith, right? I think that's how it went. And then after Paul Smith, I think Silvestri took over.
Well, Ryan said Magneto should have given a Hydra soldier a teaspoon and said, "How much air you think he's got down there?" Dig. I remember at one point they used to talk about giving Magneto his own individual movie, which I would have really looked forward to seeing.
You know, Kelly Jones and I did a mini series with Magneto, and I didn't even read it. Trying to remember. It was in the 90s. I'm not even sure if it was lettered when it came to me. That's the way I read a lot of the stuff I worked on, was if it was lettered. And if it wasn't, then a lot of it I didn't go back and read. Because at that point, when you're working on this stuff, you're just moving on to the next issue. And it's a shame to say you don't even have 15 or 20 minutes to read your own comic.
Now, when they were sending you pages back in the day, would it be a few pages at a time or the whole book at once?
Uh-huh.
What?
Oh, I thought you were going to follow up with some.
Was it a few pages at a time or a whole book at once?
Sometimes it would be 2 to 3 pages. I never remember getting like a full book. I would get maybe 10 pages, maybe, 11, half a book, back when they were 22 pages. But never like a whole 22-page book. I think the only time that happened is on some of the Dark Horse stuff that Jackson Geis was working on, that they just sent it to me as a complete book, and then he would work on the next one. And I remember when I was doing other stuff with Jackson, I would get like 2 or 3 pages, and that's all I'd see for like 2 weeks. And then, I'd get like the remainder of the book, and it would all be due. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, like this is going to happen. What are y'all thinking? Why are these pages, getting to me now?
Here's 12 pages, and they're due Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we got them to you Saturday so you could have the weekend. We need them in the office Tuesday.
Oh, it's nice of you guys. Thoughtful.
Have a nice weekend.
Have a nice weekend. Hope you can get out and do something.
Yeah. Yeah. Mow the yard.
Yeah. One of the docs today look at me and he goes, "Hey, did you have a nice weekend? Did you get out to the beach?" I'm like, "You and I were both here rounding on patients all weekend. Why would you ask if I went out to the beach?"
He meant afterwards, right?
No, not happening.
He meant after your long drive home,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get something to eat, finally getting to the beach around 9 o'clock at night.
Go, well, that was the beach. That's fun. Let's go home.
Yeah.
So you got out to the beach once this year, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Not that I remember.
I thought early on before the COVID stuff happened, you got out with Jacob and Bella or something. Maybe it was last year.
Could have been last year. I'm really not a beach person.
I know.
I just like the warm weather, and I kind of like the area I'm in because it's close enough to other things, and we get our tourists, yeah, but I've learned to deal with them and just actually I don't have to deal with them, so that's kind of nice. Let me know if my head gets in the way, Ron.
Nope, just the tip of a nose and the glasses. Just depends on how much you want to tease the audience with.
Not much. That's enough. Just what I gave him.
Just the tip.
You said it, not me. I was thinking it though.
Well, I have some more Red Skull facts.
Okay.
Due to his ties to the Nazis, most supervillains refuse to ally with him. Some even consider him an enemy.
Wow, that is interesting. I like that. I did not know that.
Here is one on Black Panther. He is faster than Wolverine and Captain America. He mastered more fighting skills than almost anyone on the planet and knows the pressure points of humans and many extraterrestrial beings.
Hmm. I like that. Kind of makes sense, you know. Kind of like the Batman thing. You don't have superpowers. You got to have like fighting skills and other stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's something interesting. Um, as long as Wolverine's DNA is intact, he can regenerate using his enhanced healing factor. In fact, in the Uncanny X-Men Annual number 11, Wolverine regenerated from a single drop of blood.
Wow. One drop.
One drop.
Hmm.
Yep. That's pushing
Well,
it.
yeah, I was going to say, well, it is comic books. But yeah, I agree. That's a well, I guess it's not a lot to ask from a comic book reader because look at what else is.
Lloyd said, and is that the reason Magneto buried him alive? Red Skull killed his wife and child. That's possible. I don't know the storyline where he buried him alive. But
But you'd like to, right?
I am interested now. And Lloyd makes some good sense with that.
Because Magneto has been that on the cusp of, is he a good guy, bad guy, right? That's the way they play him up.
You can really want to empathize with him, and yeah.
But I mean, he's written that way, right? Like sometimes he's written evil and sometimes he's written as not so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not pure evil, but evil enough.
Did you know Batman carries a kryptonite ring and a lead-lined pouch on his utility belt? This
I
was
did
given to
not.
him by Superman in case he ever turns villainous in the duel must battle.
I did not, but yeah.
Hold on a
Did
minute. Let me get through my pockets here. I got something. Not hold on. Let me check the other
Yeah.
pocket.
Oh wait, I it's in the other utility belt.
It's in one of these pouches. Just hold on.
Robin, I must have forgot it.
Lloyd says he knew that about the Batman.
See, it's kind of interesting. I'm surprised DC would think of something like that, you know? Well, I guess it wasn't DC, but whoever.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It just seems like some of their characters are not thought out as well.
Yeah.
And truthfully, I'm not the biggest Superman fan. I don't know. I just never connected with him, even though I worked on him. The reasons I wound up doing Superman stuff was I was friends with Jerry Ordway and wanted to ink his work and got the opportunity. And the Byrne thing came up and 2 issues of him, and then he flew the coop. And so it's kind of interesting. I just see, I don't know. Superman's that hero that's maybe, and some people I guess would say it about Captain America at Marvel, too perfect, you know? I mean, literally you have Superman, you don't need anybody else.
Well, Lloyd says Batman's used the ring twice that he can think of.
Now that's even more interesting. These must be stories back in the day. Back in the day, Ron.
Yep.
Back in the day when I wasn't reading or was too young to remember.
Rob Smith Jr., he's here. He says, I can't believe you're counter programming Neil Adams and President Trump.
Oh, indeed, sir. I have to have my own schedule. I can't rely on those guys. Neither one of them. How you doing, Rob? And I see the one he came over to, right?
That is true.
He made a little effort to come by and say howdy.
Well, I know you appreciate it.
Yes, I do.
Lloyd said he also used the ring in the movie Batman versus Superman.
Well, I didn't see the movie, so that lets me off the hook there. I'll tell you what. When I used to be go see more movies, um, I never let people's opinions influence whether I would still see it, and I still try to be that way. But I gotta admit, when like 90+% of the people are downing a DC movie, even on a plane, I'll just yeah, free movie. I got time on the plane ride. I just
Yeah.
I can't do it. I see other things and I'm like, I've heard so much bad stuff about this documentary here or whatever looks interesting, so I'm gonna watch it.
Well, Lloyd was not a fan.
No, was anyone a fan? Ron, did you see it?
I did. I'm very.
There were parts you liked, maybe?
There was parts I like, and I'm torn. I hate to crap on any comic movie because 20 years ago, 30
Yeah,
years ago, I'd be
that's true.
dying for comic movies. Everything was action, big superstar, blow them up.
Sylvester Stallone.
Craig Stallone zone, running wild all over Hollywood. I mean, it was just, you were like, oh gosh, I wish I could have that really nice big blockbuster comic book movie. And now we are fortunate to have so many of them. So even if they're not the best, they're still okay in my eyes.
Well, without Schwarzenegger and Stallone and stuff, Zeck and I would have never, and Stephen Grant, the writer, we would have never got that Punisher thing greenlit.
Yeah. Now tell me about that and why.
Well, because it was right at the time. I think it was 86 when that came out. And that's when all those movies you were just talking about, big guns, big explosions, big guys, uh, the over the top, violence. That's when, you know who that is. Let me tell her I don't know why my mom's not picking up the phone. I'll be right back.
Yeah. All right. Well, while he's gone, who wants a Captain America sketch cover?
Okay, I was right. She called my mother's number. That's my sister Ann, aka the kidney lady. My mom didn't answer. That means she's either on with my other sister or one of her sisters talking in their personal business or whatever. And she doesn't want to talk to Ann right now. So I picked up the phone and I just told her she must be on the other phone talking to our sister or one of her sisters. I'm live streaming. Talk to you later. She goes, okay.
Yeah. Well, Brad Bowers here. He says, howdy, John and all. Red Skull is looking great so far.
Hey, thanks, Brad. And glad you could stop by. I told you we'd still be here. Brad tweeted he'd be a little late, but
well, while you were gone, I was talking about who wanted a Captain America sketch cover. Lloyd was yelling dibs. So it's not for this one, but there is a giveaway coming up. He still has the 400. He still has to do. That was a Captain America sketch cover. But there's a 500 coming, and he's only a single handful away from 500. So everybody that's following John is going to be put into it. He'll do a raffle. He'll do the drawing. You'll see it. It'd be great.
That's what we did at 300. And Mike Cross got a nice symbiote Spider-Man Secret Wars sketch cover. You can go back and watch the video.
Lloyd said they changed the whole story too much on the Superman v Batman, and he was not a fan of Ben Affleck.
But has he ever been a fan of Ben Affleck? Because, sometimes that kills a movie too. If you're not a fan to begin with and they cast somebody you just don't want to see in any role.
Mm-hmm. I was worried with them casting him because I was thinking he's not going to stick around a while. And he didn't.
What is he best known for? What role? I hear his name bandied around a lot, but I think the only thing I know that he did was what the Rounders, what the Madman.
Yeah.
That's the first movie and maybe the only one I can cite that he's been in. And I think that may have been their first movie. I'm not sure about that.
Chasing Amy, Good Will Hunting.
He was in Chasing Amy?
I'm pretty sure. That one where he did the director job and he got all the kudos for. I think it started with an A. I think it was like a hostage thing out in the Middle East back in the day. Maybe it was the Iranian one.
See, I don't even think of him as anything but a kind of a mediocre actor.
He did the Daredevil thing.
That's right. He played Daredevil, right? In the
with Elektra.
Boy, see, with Gardner
or Jennifer Gardner or something.
Yeah. Maverick's daughter. What's his name? James Garner's daughter, right? The guy that used to play Maverick. Wasn't that his daughter?
I don't know.
Just throw anything out there. We don't have to verify it. We're not running for president.
Jose Noriega is here. Says, good evening, John. That drawing of the Red Skull is looking good.
Hello, Jose, and thank you very much, sir. Welcome aboard. I sound like I'm doing a commercial for Delta. Welcome aboard. We'll be wheels up. Wheels up shortly. 10 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What is that? The theme song? It sounds like I remember it from somewhere.
I have no idea.
Neither do I. I just thought maybe it would. Maybe it was from something. It's like when I was a kid drawing, and you're drawing a plane or a war scene or something, and you're making machine gun noises and stuff. That's all I was doing.
Yeah.
Channeling my inner child. Nothing wrong with that.
Not at all. Any Miss Tree sketches in the future?
That's Terry Beatty somebody's thinking of.
That was from Jose Noriega.
Oh, Jose, wrong Beatty. You are thinking of my friend Terry.
Brad says he still hums John Williams' Superman theme whenever he draws the Man of Steel.
It happens. It does happen. Although I'll tell you what, I hope when conventions resume, I don't have to listen to the Star Trek soundtrack anymore.
Yeah.
I never listened to it before, but boy. Dun, 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 dun. What is that? The Emperor's March or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. 3 days of that drilled in your head. I've been to a few shows that, they kind of play a mix of music and not too loud, and it's nice. It's a nice little distraction, especially when you hear a song you haven't heard in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never been a big soundtrack person. I kind of like lyrics for some reason. Now, I do like instrumental stuff, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a big, like I said, I'm not big on just listening to a soundtrack. In fact, I think,
Imperial March.
yes, there you go.
That's Brad.
I was going to say somebody had to have corrected you.
Yeah. Brad with the save.
There was one soundtrack I did own. I love the movie, but I bought it for one song because I could not during this time. I don't think I could just find the single of the song, and then actually the soundtrack did grow on me, and it was the soundtrack to The Color of Money. Now you can Google that and try to guess what song was it, and it should be fairly easy. What song on it is the reason I bought it?
For The Color of Money?
Yeah.
All right. Soundtrack. Oh. That's actually not an easy one for me to choose for you. Uh, Werewolves of London.
That's it.
Okay.
Warren Zevon. I used to love that song, and when I heard it in the film, it pumped me up, and I was like, wow, I'm going to buy that soundtrack because I don't want to buy a whole, because I didn't know if the rest of the album would be good, and at least I'd kind of heard the soundtrack, and there were a few other songs that were instrumentally kind of cool on it.
Mm-hmm. Now, Brad also guessed Werewolves of London.
Well, you all are on it. It's kind of an easy guess. It was a popular song. Can you hear Bella singing?
Nope, cannot.
Didn't know if the mic was picking that up or not.
Not currently.
Well, because down at the office, it would be up, people like way down the hallway having a discussion.
It really was.
The kid crying downstairs. The air conditioner coming on. And they rented out my office. It's gone. It's gone,
So it's
Ron.
gone again? Because yesterday you were on the fence about it.
Well, I thought it wasn't, and then I checked.
Wonder who got in it.
It's weird. It's almost like a shipping thing, I believe. I mean, if you go to crestbuilding.com,
You look it up.
I think it's a shipping place or something to do with shipping or something with flying or something like that.
So any new upcoming projects you can talk about?
Not yet. I can tell you offline, but
Oh, I know that. Just trying to get some future John Beatty going in people's minds. Sketch therapy tomorrow.
What do I got to do tomorrow? There's some. What's tomorrow? Wednesday?
Yes.
Wednesday. Why? I know my mom's going to the eye doctor, but my sister's taking her. Seems like I had something. Oh, I got the guy's gonna pick these up from me, but that's not till like after 3.
Well, the gray man says it's coming along nicely.
Gray man in the hizzy. You think Gray Man knows what the hizzy is?
I'm trying to figure out what the hizzy is.
Oh, come on, Ron. You?
No, I know what you're talking about.
I was gonna say. My man Ron better know what the hizzy is. I'm, I'm gonna be like, I got an imposter Ron here on here.
Take him back.
Take this Ron back. He's an imposter, see? I want my real Ron. I should go out and tease Bella and say, Bella, your singing's coming in on my stream. Could you keep it down?
Everybody loves it, and they want you to come in and do some more.
Oh, that would be funny too.
Gray man says, "Getting fizzy in the hizzy." Or
There
dizzy,
you go.
maybe.
I think Zablo even knows the hizzy.
So that's the standard. If he knows, everybody should know.
Everyone should know. Look at that. He don't even turn out for my streams.
He was on somebody else's stream.
Oh boy. Well, he's trying to take that over.
That's right. It's the passive aggressive takeover. It's
Yes.
not a hostile takeover.
Not yet. He's still trying to charm his way. He still thinks he's going to learn some wicked secrets to unlocking. I don't know what. Let me take a sip of my drink here. That spindrift is refreshing. All right. I'm going to do a little bit of these thin lines. I'm really detailing this skull up. Right, Ron?
Correct. It does remind me of some Michael Golden.
You know, I get into a Michael Golden jam quite a bit. It's only the surface, though, you know, the surface rendering style.
Yeah.
The drawing and the knowledge, that ain't happening. Bella, everybody said if you're gonna sing, could you just come do it on the stream so they could hear it clearer? She likes to sing.
What?
Yeah, just your I know it wasn't.
I was thinking that we need to go do some karaoke with him.
Oh, that is one fun thing about the Filipino parties is the karaoke. I get in on that. The other old fuddy-duddy men, and they just sit around and talk about their investments and stuff like that. I like to get out and sing.
And the gray man says, "Make up. We've been requesting a certain song."
They have been? Oh, I see what he's saying now.
Say, make it up.
Yeah. Yep.
So basically, just say that they're
The
requesting a
Titanic.
Shania Twain song or something.
Bella, they think Shania's in the other room serenading. Boy, if I did that, I'd be so far in the doghouse. More than I usually am, and probably am now. For reasons I don't know. Every time I plant a seed, kill it before it grows. Oh, I better be careful.
I don't know. I don't think no one's copywriting striking on you for that, man.
You never know. I will say I want to thank everybody. My Captain America sketch cover has gotten 116 views, which not quite a record for me, but that's been a good one. I just timed that stream perfect that night because it started out with 71. So if you haven't gave this video a thumbs up, please do. If you're inclined. No pressure. The pressure's got to stop. Too much pressure. Nah, 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 nah.
The gray man said that is nice, though, and I'm pretty sure he's talking about the cover, not the singing.
Oh, Ron, I'm glad Bella didn't hear that. I'll tell her you said that afterwards.
I was talking about yours.
Come on, you're not afraid of a little 5-foot Filipino, are you? Hey, Ron, you're afraid of everyone in my house but me.
Everyone in your household scares me.
Told you it's
So
like
I gotta remember to bring over like 6 or 7 new empty boxes for.
Oh, I think it's more like a dozen or so.
A dozen at this point?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bring 50 big empty boxes. Oh, the gray man was talking about the views, actually.
About the what?
The views. You having so many views on your Captain America sketch from yesterday.
You gonna say hello? Hello.
Hi there.
Jacob.
Yes, I'm here.
Say hello. Man, why am I saying hello?
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Say hello to the folks, Jacob.
Hello, guys.
Z Collects is here. He says, heck yeah.
Hey. What's up, Z?
Is this Skeletor? Laugh out loud, just joking. Just kidding. Jacob talks like a superhero in training.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I thought he was gone, but he was right there at the door, and he said, "Yeah, I do." And then, oh, he's not gone yet. Now he is. Okay. What are we seeing? 8:36. Not bad, right, Ron?
Not bad.
Yes, sir. I get the best guest host.
Cream of the crop.
I just need to quit getting old men. I need to get like a 20-year-old kid in here.
Jacob, come back here.
Yeah, right?
Jacob, get back and read these comments. All right. Well, Lloyd said hi to Jacob. If he comes back, I'll tell him. The gray man said, this picture's making me think a bit of Kevin O'Neill art.
Kevin O'Neill. I like him. In fact, I believe Kevin O'Neill used to work. Well, he did work for Marvel, but I think I remember him starting out at 2000 AD, and I believe there was talk of him wanting me to ink something over him, a job or something at one time when he was at Marvel, and it just never got past that. I don't know what happened to it. I may have been busy. It's actually very flattering when you're a quote inker and you have pencilers like requesting you and editors calling up and at the same time when you got a little bit of ink clout and you can talk to a penciler and go, hey, I'd like to ink you someday. And they're like, hey, I got a job coming up, maybe we can get together on that. But I was glad to have my the projects that I had with Mr. Zeck and the nice run on Batman stuff with Kelly Jones. So no complaints from me. Few people I didn't get to ink that I would have liked to, and few people that I inked that I look back and I'm like, man, I wish I would have done a better job on them. One of those people is Kurt Swan on the Action Comics Weekly 2-page spread that was kind of like a Sunday newspaper strip. I just didn't have, at that point, I don't think I quite knew what to do with him. I would have liked to had another shot at that.
Yeah. Well, Gray Man said he sure did start with 2000 AD. He got banned at DC or something as his art
That's
got
right.
complaints for his style, I heard.
Yep. They said it was like obscene or something. And it was just, I don't know. I mean, it's not like he was drawing obscene stuff. It was just his style. At least I don't remember him drawing anything obscene.
Jose says, I wonder if it was martial law for Epic.
No, I think it was at DC he kind of got the problem. And then, or does he mean maybe what I was going to ink? That may have been. I love that. I got to ink Don Newton early in my career, like maybe my second or third job. Was not ready for that. It was only like a 6-page thing. I would have loved to had another chance to ink him. Carmen Infantino. That was fun. That was for these little 6 or 8 pagers that I did for DC when I first started out.
Well, I see you didn't mistakenly grab another marker tonight.
No, I kept my eye on the blue tape. So it's got good flow. I thought that other one was like went dry pretty quick, or was going dry. User error.
So are you going to get another sketch therapy in this week, though?
I should.
And you're still going to go with whatever just strikes you at the time?
Yeah.
Or are you planning on something?
No, I need to just sit down and Ron has a call. He has a nice ringtone.
It's very relaxing.
It is.
Be right back.
Ron will be right back while he takes care of some life-saving business. Hopefully it's nothing life or death. But you never know. So I hope everybody had a good Labor Day. If you celebrate or got to celebrate, Mine was fine. Just really another day for me, but it was good. Didn't do anything. Kind of been the norm this year. Sitting around for something to happen. All right. So where is everybody that's viewing that cares to mention where you can do it by state if you're in another country? Where's everybody viewing from? Don't tell me your living room. Although it'd be a good joke. Where are my friends coming from? London, England. Wow, Gray Man. I think I might remember that though, right? McAllen, Texas. Georgia.
Patterson, Georgia. His office.
Yeah, there he is.
AG's about a half hour from when he met you in Illinois.
Yep.
Illinois.
In the Quad Cities. The Quads, Ron.
Quads. Back in school.
The Quad Cities. Work those quads.
So you ever order things off eBay?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I have not done that in a long time.
So every now and then I'll get a comic book or something off of it. And I think it was Saturday night. You know, I worked all weekend, worked all week. It wasn't even Saturday. What day's today? It's Tuesday. All right, so it was Saturday night. There was an auction for a book I put in. Apparently I won, but up early Sunday working, Monday working. I get a message while at the hospital. You won the auction. I'm waiting for your payment so I can send the item. So I'm like, okay. I tried to respond. When I clicked the thing, it took me to eBay, but there was no message. So like, all right, I'll figure it out when I get home. You know. So I get home. It was like last night. I pull up my email around 8 o'clock. I got another message that he had started a claim against me for not paying him. I'm like, well, it's been 2 days. I'm working all weekend. I mean, is that? So I was gonna say, is that normal? Like, they spaz out in 2 days if you haven't like promptly paid them.
Depends on who it is.
I mean, they're probably off for Labor Day weekend, but I've always had the labor on Labor Day.
Was that the guy calling?
No, not at all. No, I handled that yesterday. I sent him a message like, dude, I work all weekend. It's very, very busy.
Did you tell him you were saving lives?
No, I don't need to drop that. I was just like, it's going to be all right. Here's your money. Here's your $2 for the comic.
Now you can leave me negative feedback.
Now leave me a negative feedback. Nah, he didn't. He's like, oh, great doing business with you. Hope you'll buy again or something like that. I'm like, yeah, right. Oh, Kaz has you on the TV in the waiting room.
Oh, wow. Hey. Hello, waiting room. I am on the big screen there.
Nice.
Jacob says noise.
Noise. Gray Man says some people are impatient.
Yeah.
Yes, some people are.
You all right, Jake?
Just gotta get mine.
Yeah, so the message came across and eBay's like, so you've got until the, I don't know, 11th or 12th to resolve the issue and pay him. And you know, there was that little bit of me then that wanted to be vindictive and wait the whole
And
time.
wait till the whole time.
But that was not my intention. I needed to finish that.
You know it.
So I just did it and messaged him, was like, yo, it's all right.
It's gonna be okay. Calm down.
Calm down.
I just want my book now. Ron, you should like play with him now. Hey, where's my book?
Where's my book? Why is it not shipped? Where's my tracking?
Yeah, I sent you the money, man. Why didn't you get it right out? That thing should have been
It's been 1 day. See, I don't care. You get it this week, get it next week, whatever. It'll come. I'll read it when it gets here. Thanks. It'll actually just fall into a pile of things I hope to read.
Yeah, that's the
But
way
basically, I have to wait until something bad or I fall ill to find time to read them.
Well, we don't need you falling ill.
Well, I don't need to fall anywhere. I'm too big to be picked up. Yeah. So Jose said he's never had that problem on eBay. He had the opposite experience where he's paid and they took forever to send it. So Jose, what is forever? Out of curiosity. And were you like kind of like, all right, send it, but sometime before the year's out, or? Two weeks. Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Well, depending on if the mail was slowed down. Because it did get bad for a while. I think it's okay. I really think the mail has picked up a little bit now. But
Until they're dropping it out of a truck back over in California. Did you see that? They caught this truck on surveillance tape, like pulling up somewhere and just like unloading all these bags of mail into a parking lot or some crap.
No, I didn't see that.
I'm like, someone doesn't like their job and doesn't want to work anymore. No, I think eBay they send you your item has shipped or something.
If they use the click and ship on eBay.
Oh, okay.
And you don't have to. You can just put your own label on it and take it to the post office. But most people that are doing eBay like pretty much full time, and have a store, they do the click and ship because you get a discount.
Okay.
Heck, even if I use click and ship, I get a small discount. It's not huge. It might be 10 cents or something, but I don't do that some of the eBayer people do. But if you use it and you print labels out on, your paper and prepay for it and you just have to drop it off, that's why you get the discount. Because you're saving them time.
Yep.
And UPS has the same deal. If you're a business and if you're shipping every day, a truck will be put on your schedule at to stop by your business and pick up every day, even if it's one item. Because there's, other days you're going to have 20 or 30 or 100 items going out. And those trucks are running around all the time. So, that they give you a time like, okay, we're going to be by at 5:00. So have everything you need shipped out ready. And pretty much it's all labeled up. And I think it's even paid for. I think you pay it on the account and the driver just basically picks it up so you don't have to take it out to the office. But I think with UPS, that's like a contractual thing. You have to, you're kind of locked in.
Well, the gray man likes the smoke effect.
Well, thank you, Gray Man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mama, thanks you. Gray Man's over in England. Gray Man, did I meet you when I was at the MCM Con with Mike Zeck last year? 2019? I think we had this conversation. I think the answer was maybe no. So almost 9:00. So I'll be getting this done in time for Jacob and I to get to bed. Did you hear that?
I heard that sneeze.
Yeah, it was Bella sneezing. I was wondering if you'd hear that. That was a good one. I have to say, Ron, I get the occasional email from Epidemic Sound. Remember the music I used to have?
Okay.
But not once have they offered me like a little bit of a discount if I come back. Now, usually that's the norm, right? You wait them out and they're like, hey, you know what?
Wait them out.
instead of 15 a month, if you come back, the next 3 months will only be like $5, maybe $10 or something, or half price.
Mhm.
Or if you buy 3 months, they'll give it to you for a special deal. Or they'll even let you maybe have another 30-day trial period. But man, they're playing hardball. I would like to have some music since I'm kind of doing some recorded videos,
Yeah.
And, YouTube does have their library, which is fine. So I think I'm good with that. But, man, I tell you, that Epidemic Sound, like I said, most of those places, they're willing to get you back spending money. They are willing to extend something. Maybe it just hasn't been long enough.
I don't know. That was quite a while ago.
It hasn't been 6 months. Actually, I found some pretty good tunes on the YouTube library when I was looking around for some of my time-lapse stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Good enough to fit the bill. And I know there's that, if you want to play like, I don't know what you would call it, like not modern hits, but you know how like now stuff from the 80s is bumper music for shows?
Yeah.
Because it's been a certain amount of time. And so it's, for a big station or business, it's not that expensive. And I don't know what it is like each time you play the song, but I also think it's like, well, I heard an interesting thing. I was listening to Howard Stern. It's a rerun this week, but this was last week. Some guy called in and wanted to know, and the answer was actually, I'll let you try to guess. I'll let it. Okay, so when Howard does a reading live commercial, they get cut out of the replay. Like they're only heard that one time when he reads it. When it loops around the next time, it's cut out. And some guy said, "Hey, I really like when when you read the ads. Sometimes you go on a little tangent or you say something clever about the product or something, but they're cut out. Why is that?" Well, it was interesting because Howard didn't even know. He goes, "I don't know." He goes, "I don't listen to them, so I have no idea that that they're even cut out." And the guy said, "Yeah." So he got Baba Booey in there. Baba Booey. He got Baba Booey and said, maybe Baba Booey knows about this. And so Baba Booey knew the answer. And if somebody was listening to that, they would know the answer. But do you have a guess as to why they cut it out on the replay?
Well, it's maybe a different fee.
Close. I don't know if that would be an acceptable answer, but that's kind of close.
That's probably about all I got.
You don't want to think about it a little. That could, if you phrase it differently, it might.
I don't know. I mean, they're paying them for a one-time speaking fee or something.
That's it. They're paying for it to be read by Howard one time. All the other ones that are in the show that are like not
Just
read by
regular
Howard,
commercials. Yeah.
they're in there. But when you pay to have Howard read it, they're paying a one-time fee. So see what I mean by you were a different fee?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, is that, it's kind of like that riding a horse question.
But it's a pony.
Well, technically, yeah, but a pony
It's
grows
a
up to be a
horse.
horse, you know?
Yeah. Well, Gray Man only did one con. I don't know if it wasn't that one.
Okay, I thought maybe him and I had mentioned that before. Maybe we haven't. I don't know. But just wanted to make sure. Yep, one-time fee. And I'm sure it's not cheap. Got to check the cartridge in this. I think I got to change it. Feels like the ink is about out. Ron, this is one of the most rendered pieces I think I've done. I don't know where it came from.
It certainly is. It looks great, though.
Well, I think that's kind of the, I started playing around with the shapes and I knew this was going to be like really black down here. So let's see what this cartridge is looking like. Oh yeah, that's empty. Let me pop a fresh one in.
While you're popping it in, Kaz goes, ooh, werewolves of London. Had to type it. Gray Man says, I never met any werewolves here. There was an American one here one time, though.
That's right.
Kaz says, yeah, I'm lagging. We
He's
get it.
lagging.
You're working, man. Dr. Kaz is working it.
Now, where are me cartridges?
Probably
know
with
I
your
did.
Lucky Charms.
you caught that little accent, did you? Let's see. I just ordered some. You know, I'm paranoid. I always order stuff that and then I find that I don't need it. But it's like when I'm ordering, I'm like, I'll order 2 of these packs of cartridges because I can't find my the ones that I think I have, and then like the package gets sent and I find the other ones, and I don't mind it. I can always, never hurts to have them on hand. Oop. So they come in this little box like this. Should be a box of 4 if I can get them open. What I like about these, this is the Pentel Pocket Brush, and I I really like the ink that that comes in the cartridge. Number 1, it's waterproof. So that means you can ink wash and watercolor over it. Number 2, excuse me, it dries to a very nice matte finish. No shine. So I dig that. And let's see if I can't get this in there. There we go. Just now, gravity will take a little bit of time to work, but I'll keep filling in blacks and the ink will work its way down. That's why I don't let them get completely dried out, because I don't have that ink that I can continue to work with. This one was getting close. When you get a brand new one and the bristles are, because this is synthetic hair, I think they're, if I remember correctly, they're white. And you see the ink slowly creeping down. It's like you're just like, hurry up, hurry up. Let's get moving.
Well, the gray man said that it looked super nasty. I think he means that in the good way.
Good, good.
And back to your Howard commercial speaking bit. He says he needs his channel to have people pay him to say stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. That would be nice. You know, I wonder what you have. I'm sure there's some sort of I bet there's some sort of I bet you just can't call up and get like what the rates are. You have to be somebody, like, prove yourself you're from this company before they give out those rates.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure they're quite expensive. And
now, what are you thinking is quite expensive? 10 grand?
at least, yeah. I would say at least 10 grand. I gotta say, when he went over to Sirius XM, it was a bit of a gamble because I wasn't willing to pay for radio. The only reason I do it now is because I know the game. Mm-hmm. They will bargain down to they're practically giving it to you. As long as you keep telling them, that's too much. I don't want to spend that much. They'll be like, will you hold 2 more minutes and let me check with my advisor? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, we can give you this. I think the most I ever paid for like a year was around, I want to say $36, and then whatever tax, they have to get that. And there was no reactivation fee of my radio. So otherwise, if you don't call them and talk to them, it's like, I think it's like, what is it, Ron? Like 14 or 15 a month. I know you don't pay for it either, but
Yeah.
you've probably seen them send you the thing where you get a car, you get it for a year free, and then it's like, hey, you can continue for $14.95 a month. What card do you want to put this on? It's like, no.
I'm always fighting with those people.
Yeah, so you get that good deal, right? You
Yeah.
just keep telling them, it's too much. And then I also add the I always tell them I want it so I can listen to it online and on my phone and tablet. Because that, they get you for a different charge on that too. And believe me, I think they know it. I think they know people are gonna. Now, there's probably a few people that don't know it, but I think they would rather have the subscription, the subs for $36 or $40 a year, whatever, than to not have them.
Well, they were nearly bankrupt a bit back.
Oh yeah, they were close. And a lot of people were saying it was because of what they had to pay Howard. He from what I understand, from what I've read, his salary is $90 million a year.
But allegedly, he's got 100 million listeners.
Yeah.
Well, GMTC Podcast is here. He says, it's great to see an artist give Red Skull the cigarette. This tops the Captain America pieces you recently drew.
Oh, thank you, sir. Much obliged. I appreciate the props. I appreciate also all the people who dropped a comment in the comment section after the stream last time. So this is the companion piece to it. One customer is getting both of these covers. And the facilitator, because they are going to be graded, is picking them up for me tomorrow. So I have no mailing to bother with. Yeah, see, once you start hitting those blacks, everything... It's really interesting. I'll be at a convention. Usually when Mike Zeck does a sketch for me, he'll kind of shade in the black so that the person buying it, if they happen to come around, Mike can show them the finished pencils before he hands it off to me. But myself, sometimes I'll quickly fill them in. But Ron, you've seen Mike's sketches he hands to me. They're a little more finessed for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're a little looser. Sometimes they're a little tighter. I think it just depends on how many we're doing and what his schedule's like. But I think he likes to show the people that are buying them, the pencil job, and they can get a clear idea of the black placement, and it just looks a little more solid. But as I was saying, myself and like Mike Golden, we just do this kind of draw in the shapes and know that once we get to all the line work and brush work done, that filling in the blacks is, that's where the whole thing just, that's kind of where the magic does happen.
Well, this is one of my favorite Red Skulls I've seen you do.
Well, I appreciate that. And it looks like we'll be getting done here in a couple of minutes. So I would like to take this time to tell everyone thank you for turning out, and for those of you that are watching this on the replay, thank you. I do appreciate it. If you've watched this far and not skipped, you're hearing me thank you. And even if you did skip through, hey, I do it too. I understand. I do appreciate the comments. I try to reply to everyone in a timely fashion. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider it. I do have a 400 subscriber giveaway coming up that I have to get to as soon as I finish up a few more commission pieces. And I'm only 5 away. Hopefully I'm only 5 away still, unless somebody dropped. Or I could be closer if somebody joined at 500. And usually I give away sketch covers, so maybe when I get closer to 600, I got some signed books I might give away. Just to make it fast, make it a faster giveaway, because a sketch cover can take me a while to get to. And as y'all can probably see, the way this ink dries is, like I said, it's this very matte black, no shine. It covers. I'm just going in and touching up a few areas where it's a little weak. But yeah, Ron has seen this ink in person, and he can tell you it's nice. I don't really care for shiny ink.
Mm-hmm. Well, as the gray man said, it will be 500 soon.
All right. He's there. And anybody anywhere can enter the contest. It doesn't cost me that much to send a book, so I don't mind it. I don't make the winner, foot the shipping. And let's see if I can't. It's still drying a little bit, but I'll tip this up a little closer. There we go. I will get a scan of it. Probably be putting it on Twitter with the cap, so y'all can get a cleaner look at it. Can't pick up all the fine lines on the camera. All right, so I am going to sign off now. 9:25 is what I'm showing. There you go, Kaz. Thank you, AG. Dr. Kaz has a good idea.
Hey.
He's hacking the system. All right. Well, I'm going to call it a night. Ron, I appreciate you sitting in and helping me with the chat.
Absolutely.
I guess that's it. I will try to, I got to make tomorrow I'll scan this and do a nice thumbnail get it going on my channel. It'll still go on, but get the thumbnail up. I'm trying to be a little more reliable with my thumbnails, and I like to, on something like this, I like to show a scan so people can see a little tiny image of the final. And I'll put it up on Twitter also with the cap. Maybe spread them out. Maybe do cap one day and Red Skull the other. Or maybe put them together. Who knows? I don't know. All right, everybody. I am John Beatty. I appreciate you coming by. This is my buddy, Ron. Ron, you got any last words? I guess he doesn't. He must have had a call. Okay, thank you, Dr. Kaz.
Thanks,
We
everyone.
appreciate you. There we go. You back, Ron?
Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. I just hit mute for a second while I yawned.
Oh, okay. Well, we're fixing to leave, so yeah, I'm gonna get my son to bed. I'm gonna get to bed. I got up at 4:15, so I'm a little beat. Got to do it again tomorrow. Again, thanks everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care and have a good one.